Hi, Yins. How are you doing today? It is February 28th, the last day of February. Yay! Hopefully, the weather starts to get warm for June. Anyways, coming at you today to bring you my weekly Wednesday update on my cross stitch and everything crafty. I have a good bit to talk to you about today. So Michelle, Bendy Stitchy, I don't think you'll be too disappointed. I don't think it's going to be too super long, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So I don't have any notes. I do have paper and pencil marker to actually write notes so I don't forget the link stuff below whenever I go to link stuff below. First thing I want to say, thank you, Michelle, Farm Girl. I got a nice little postcard from Hawaii. My second postcard in like a month from Hawaii too, of course. So thank you very much. Very nice note. Yeah, thank you. Okay, where to begin? I have no finishes. Surprise, surprise. Well, I have a mini finish. So we'll go right to that one first. So the first thing I worked on this week was Henry. And as you can see, he's not on the frame. Well, he's kind of on the frame. I took him off the stretcher bars this week because I needed to use the stretcher bars for something else. So we're actually going to get to see Henry, all of Henry. But here we go. I completed the page on Henry. So there is the page finish on Henry. And for your enjoyment only, I'm not even posting this on Instagram, so only for people who watch my videos. Here is Henry to date. So that's 16 pages finished out of 30. Very pleased with him so far. So I will get back to him very soon. Not sure when. I am working on some other projects at the moment that I'm really enjoying and I want to work on. So, when the time comes, we'll get back to working on Henry. When I start feeling the need to work on him again, then we will work on him. Until that point, he will be nicely rolled up and in a pillowcase. Okie dokie. I got to keep everything organized or I'm going to get a mess here because I have a decent amount of piles. So then after Henry, I got him done on Sunday morning after church. So Sunday morning I finished up on Henry. Oh, a little caveat, if you do watch my Stitch With Me videos, you will see Henry on Saturday for the Stitch With Me video. I have pre-recorded the Stitch With Me video because I was working on a very big section of black, full coverage, all one color type thing. So it was very easy to stitch and talk. So I went ahead and stitched with him while answering some, no. I'll leave the topic of discussion up for a surprise for Saturday morning. So you will see him one more time on Saturday morning for the discussion, for the Stitch With Me video. So then Sunday night, if you watch Caroline's channel, you will know that it was High Tea Sunday. So on High Tea Sunday, which is always the last Sunday of the month, for our Friday Off the Grid group, you get to make a new start. Now, I do not always make a new start because you know me and my new starts. I'm not a big new start person, but I did find a new start, and this is a new purchase. However, I cannot show you because it is a surprise. So here you go, and I'm using This is just a random piece of paper. There's my new start. There's my progress. I assure you there are stitches on this. Caroline, you can vouch for that because Caroline has seen it. I cannot show you because I'm not sure the person who's getting this as a gift watches my channel. I assure you there are stitches. Okay, so I worked on that for 2 days, Sunday and Monday. And then on Tuesday, yesterday, I decided to get my chatelaine back out. So before I show you my chatelaine, I did make a purchase from made by Mama Joan. So Joan, here's her card. She's on Etsy and mainly on Etsy is probably the best way to reach her. She's also on Instagram. You can private message her. I texted her and said, because of course I met her and she's a good friend of mine at the retreat, and I said, hey, do you have fabric that would work for me for a grime guard for an 11 by 17 inch Q-snap? She showed me a couple pieces of fabric. I said, this looks great because it's yellow, and here we go. This is my grime guard from Mama Joan. So the whole point of that story is if you are looking for something specific or you have something in mind but you don't know what you want, message Mama Joan, and talk to her about it. She would be more than happy to. She makes grime guards. She makes if you like the bags with the clear plastic on the front, she would be more than happy to work with you to make custom orders. Okay, so I put this on my chatelaine last night, and here is my progress on my chatelaine. And as you can see, not much. Oh, real quick, I will insert a picture here of my chatelaine. This is the Tea House Challenge. The challenge part is that the building is 1/1. I'm using 28 count. And this is called, I'm sorry, I don't have gold sand, I think. I don't have the tag on me. And I purchased it from XG Design. So here is the project so far. And as you can tell, not much progress. I did one color within the windows, just a couple stitches, and then I started filling in the black on the bottoms underneath the windows, which kind of is like the foundation of the building. So I'm really enjoying working on that for a little bit. I'll probably keep this out for a week or so and then maybe move on to another project. We'll see. Who knows? Again, I have no plan. I have no rotation. I work on what I want, when I want, and I go with the flow. So that is my chatelaine. Very pleased with it. So that is my stitching progress. Of course, if you watch all of my videos, you know I have been learning a new hobby, and I did say I was going to leave this out of these episodes. However, I have to show this. I have to show this. So in the mail this last week, I received, I have some hair on it, my bag from Kelly. So Kelly, is it Stodola? I think it's Kelly Stodola from the Joan and Kelly show. I will link them below. Also Joan, Mama Joan. So I will link them below. She's also on Instagram, I believe, as Kelly Stodola. She made me this awesome yellow gnome bag and a gnome progress book for my knitting. And the awesome thing, I actually have stuff in here. So, but it even has a nice little note on here saying, happy knitting, FlossTube friends forever. So, love the fabric inside. I love this bag. And I have all of my knitting in here right now. So, right now, and to tell you how big this bag is, I have 3 balls of yarn. So I have my pomegranate, dishy. Sorry, I keep getting distracted because there's about 4 Canadian geese fighting outside my window right now. Excuse me. So I have my pomegranate dishy ball. I have my, this is creme brulee dishy ball. I have my practice patterns worsted. I forget what the color is. I have, oh look, darning needles. I wonder why I would ever need darning needles. We'll just leave it there. I have a set of circular needles. I have my very first washcloth I ever knitted, looking pretty bad. It's kind of, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but whatever. And my second washcloth, this is much better looking, I think. So, yeah, very happy with that. What's going on there? Okay, anyways. So thank you, Kelly. I love, 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 love my bag and my book. Just haven't started writing in my book yet because I'm one of those people like I don't want to like tarnish something that looks so nice. So, darning needles. Okay. So, I think that's everything I got in the mail as gifts this week. I'm kind of going scattered. I don't know. It's been one of those days today. Oh, I need to mark down Kelly. So yeah, definitely go check out the Joan and Kelly show if you like primitive / project bag / quilting / some punch needle. They do like everything over there. It's awesome. Love them. Okay. So this week, I think, in the mail this week, as a purchase, I also received my Color and Cotton hand-dyed colors. I'm not going to take it out of the package, but there you go. Love them because they're more of like the neutral colors. Angela always does a wonderful job. Go check her out. There you go. Boom. So I guess so's my word of the day. I had to go to, well, I didn't have to go. I ended up going to Joan Fabrics, I think 3 different times this week. So the very first time, why did I go the first time? Oh, the first time that was last Wednesday, and that was to purchase the skeins of floss for my secret stitch that I can't show you. that blue, 37.65, I think. Okay. So then, I think it was Friday, I went again because it was a store that's closing. So they have DMC for 50% off. And we all know DMC 50% off is cheaper than their best sale of 33 cents a skein because it's 21 cents a skein at 50% off. So while I was there for 50% off, I took my next Heaven and Earth design. Now, don't get all excited. I'm not starting this anytime soon until at least Henry is done. I might even wait a while after that because I might need a break. But remember, this is, if you've been watching me for a while now, you'll know this is my next Heaven and Earth design planned. It is Harbor Lights by John Bradley. The stitch count is 625 wide by 416 high. That's on, it's called for 25 count fabric. I'll probably be using a 28 count like I am for Henry, and it's 86 colors. So I wanted to get as many colors as possible for 21 cents a skein. So there you go. I got most of them. I don't know, maybe okay, so 19 colors they did not have. And of those 19 colors, I think most of them only needed one skein. Well, this one only needed 19 stitches, so I don't even really need to buy a skein for that, I don't think. Knowing me, I probably still will anyways, but anyways. So, I have my floss for whenever I'm ready to start my next Heaven and Earth. Again, no hurry. Okay. While I was there, the first time I was there, they had some Vanna White yarn on clearance that I really liked. So, and then they only had 2 skeins out the first time. Then all of a sudden, magically, there was a whole bunch more appeared. So I picked up 2 more skeins of the Vanna White yarn. So that way I can actually now make a scarf or something with 4 balls instead of 2. Caroline, I forgot to tell you about that. Okay. And while I was there, I was just checking things out, and I found some books that may have a chance to come to you. Because I'm quickly approaching, not quickly, but I'm approaching 4,000 subscribers. I'm over the 3,500 subscriber threshold at this point. So at 4,000 subscribers, I would like to do a giveaway. So this one is definitely going to be a part of that 4,000 subscriber giveaway, and it is the 5 seasons of quilts. Because can you see me stitching this? But I couldn't pass it up for the price that it was. So it has the five quilts. I know I've seen this on somebody else's videos before. Becky, was that you? I don't know. Anyways, they're really nice. They actually look better in person than what they did in the video that I saw them in. I'm not saying that the video was bad, but just saying that it's easier to see it nicer in person. Just not something I would stitch. Anyways, so that will be in the 4,000 person subscriber giveaway. This one I'm not sure yet because I very well may keep this for myself. This is the Best of Cooler Design Studio. It is a nice thick book. It is cross-stitch collections from designers Linda Gillum, Barbara Bates Hillman, Sandy Orton, and Nancy Rossi. And there's just a couple of the designs in there. If you are interested in a flip through of this book, please let me know, and I will do a flip through if there's enough interest. So lots of I think there's, I don't know, 20 or 30 designs in here. Yeah, it doesn't say. It's a really nice book though. The patterns are in color pictures. It's a really nice book. So I was able to pick those up for a very good deal. And then to finish off my washcloths on another day, someone forgot to mention that, oh, you need to have darning needles. Not just assuming that a cross stitcher would have darning needles. Now, why on earth would someone think I would have darning needles? I don't have darning needles. The only needles I have are cross stitch needles and needles to sew on a button if something pops off. Don't worry, I have darning needles now. So, but while I was at Joann's that time buying darning needles, I stopped and I had some really good coupons. So I picked up some, because Yvonne, Night Owl Stitcher, go check her out. She's my stitching buddy. Oh, what did I just do? Are we good? Okay, we're good. So Yvonne is learning to knit with me, and she suggested that I get some of these. These are the ones I picked up, Yvonne, but these are point protectors for circular knitting needles. They're point protectors, but I mainly got them for whenever I put my needles away overnight or whatever, or set them down, that I don't lose the, excuse me again, that I don't lose the stitches off the needles when I set them down. And they work very handy for me. And then I also picked up, because on Black Friday I bought one of those Fiskars rotary cutters with the repairable, self-repairable mats and scissors. But it didn't come with a ruler to put down on top of the fabric to use as a guide to use the rotary cutter. So whenever I go to cut the rotary, whenever I use the rotary cutter, I had nothing to use as a guide. So I bought an acrylic ruler for that, because I had a really good coupon. Because apparently these are expensive. I don't know. This is out of my realm of expertise, much like knitting. So I guess I kind of talked pretty fast, but that's my update. That's where we are at today. Not much going on in the life of Gerald other than work, and more work, and just coming home and not really even being motivated to do a whole lot of stitching. But that's just, I think it's part of the weather, part of, just life. So I will be sure to link all of these people and channels below that I've talked to you about. Also, don't forget about our Friday off the grid Friday party on Friday, coming up real soon. I'm looking forward to it this weekend. We have a great group on Facebook, very positive, enlightening group, and it's fun to go on there and just check out what everyone's working on and seeing now, and just chat with different people on there. I don't go on as much as I would like to because I've just been real busy with work and everything, but definitely a good place to go check it out. So yeah, happy week, happy stitching. I hope you all have a wonderful first day of spring. Well, it's not first day of spring. First day of March, because March comes in like a lion and out like a lamb. This year it definitely is, because our weather's going from 60 degrees back down to 40. So I will see you all next week, and enjoy every stitch. Bye.